Beginning there was nothing. Then God created the heavens and the earth. And he looked down and said it was good. So he created animals to spread throughout the world, then created humans in his likeness and image. And as humans, we were to care for his creation. But sadly, this is not what is happening.
Every year, 3.5 billion to 7 billion trees are cut down. In 2016, State of the Forest reports revealed that 7 million acres of forest are lost annually to industrial agricultural productions like palm oil, fabric, paper, and logging. Major categories contributing to forest loss include timber harvesting at 37%, agricultural expansion 28%, wildfire 21%, construction of roads for resources, mining and extraction, pipelines and power lines 12%, expansion of transportation networks via roads 2%. Rainforests are perhaps the most endangered forest/habitat on the earth and most vulnerable to deforestation. For example, Indonesia's rainforests. It covers 1% of the Earth's land area, but contains 12% of mammal species, including endangered orangutans. Deforestation for palm oil is indeed the primary threat to orangutan habitat. In 2007, 10 years ago, a statement came out by the United Nations Environment Program that they predicted orangutans will virtually be eliminated in the wild within 2 decades if current deforestation trends continued. It's estimated that 54,000 orangutans remain in the wild. Time is short if we are to save the remaining rainforests for future generations and preserve the beautiful forests that are now.
The environment is God's gift to everyone, and in our use of it, we have a responsibility towards the poor, towards future generations, and towards humanity as a whole. Our duties towards the environment are linked to our duties towards the human person, considered in himself and in relation to others. It would be wrong to uphold one set of duties while trampling on the other. For many of us, a life less focused on material gain may remind us that we are more than what we have. Rejecting the false promises of excessive or conspicuous consumption can even allow more time for family, friends, and civic responsibilities. A renewed sense of sacrifice and restraint could make an essential contribution to addressing global climate change. We are told in the Bible that humans are commanded to care for God's creation. And ever since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes of eternal power and divinity have been able to be understood and perceived in what he has made. This means that God truly wants us to take care of the orangutans. So we better do it. And in the Catechism, we are told that animals are God's creatures. He surrounds them with his providential care. By their mere existence, they bless him and give him glory. Thus, men owe them kindness. So be kind to orangutans. We should recall the gentleness with which, like saints of St. Francis of Assisi or St. Philip Neri, treated animals.
The best way for preserving the land for God's creatures is we first need to preserve our forests for the orangutans by slowing the pace of deforestation and forest degradation by cutting down so many trees. We also need to focus on cutting down our use of palm oil, which can be found in snacks, soaps, and all sorts of other products. Because of this, the orangutans' homes are being destroyed in order to create room for palm oil plantations. This is killing 6,000 orangutans per year, and 80% have lost their original home. By helping this almost endangered species, we can go to their website projectorangutan.com and adopt an orangutan. By donating as little as $12 a month to help an orphaned or injured orangutan through rehabilitation in one of the care centers, these expenses can help save a life of an orangutan. We must then reinforce the policy, the Lacey Act, which is to prevent the trade of illegal wood and paper products in the U.S. market, which also relates to putting a stop to illegal logging, which is degrading the world's forest by harvesting, transporting, processing, buying, or selling of timber in violation of national laws. As a community, nation, and world, we need to come together despite differences to put an end to harming our precious creatures of the land. We need to find a happy medium to find solutions and different opportunities to protect wildlife.
Now I leave it to you, each individual, to help change this world and reverse the effects we have already caused. Bring us back to that care for creation and watch over the world you live in.